Hey world, welcome to 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. I'm Deepak here and I feel beautiful and stay on top of the world. Sometimes you get so overexcited you fumble with your own words. One of those times. Anyway, I just bought this iPhone 14 few months back and I've been using it on a daily basis. And all of us have smartphones. As I was doing some function, I think I was just forwarding the message or typing the message. Somewhere suddenly some notification popped up saying that translate or something. I overlooked it but it stuck to me that it's a function that they have added where I can, whatever text I have printed or I have typed can be translated into some other language of my choice and can be sent forward. I was very excited about the whole thing. I did not use it, that is a different story. I still believed in my own way of typing and this. Then I realized, actually aren't we all like smartphones which has so many inbuilt facilities, inbuilt apps or inbuilt functions which somebody like me, and when I say somebody like me, I represent a general common community of people who are using iPhones or smartphones and we are not tech savvy. It's a huge population. There are so many inbuilt systems, inbuilt functions, apps which are there in the smartphone to make our life easier. And I had not even explored it, I not even gone and checked it. I'm still using it the way I was using my earlier phones. Even if it was iPhone, same messaging, WhatsApp messaging and incoming, outgoing emails, those basic functions. And then I realized there are so many new functions added to it, which is by the manufacturer itself, by the iPhone company, Apple, by Apple itself. It may be with the Samsung also, it may be with OnePlus also, similar. And almost all phones have similar apps. And then top of it, we ourselves by our choice have downloaded a lot of apps from Apple Store or something, and which are supposed to make our life easier by 100 things. Planning, organizing, maintaining the accounts and maybe so many more. But I realized I'm the typical person who is using mobile without exploring. So many facilities are there, functions are there that can make my life easier. And I realized all of us also like that only, like an iPhone only. We are smart people. Our manufacturer, our God, our creator has created us with so many inbuilt strengths, inbuilt qualities and inbuilt properties, and we are still depending on only few to use them and just living our life and surviving. We have not explored so much of ourselves. On top of it, we have added a lot of education to us, a lot of training programs we have attended, a lot of discourses we go, a lot of programs we have done to add to skill. They are there, but we are only like smartphones only. So much of us is not being utilized, is not being used. It's unused for ages together. So I am paying huge amount of money for this and hardly using anything of it. And actually, it is running in my mind for last few days from the time I have understood that there's so many. In fact, I somehow feel I need one exclusive training program from a trainer from Apple or somebody who's Apple worm, Apple kida, how to use Apple phone to its fullest maximum potential, which we can't do, but still, even if I do it 20-30% more than this, I think I can do much more in my life than what I'm already doing it. But I think this is not the case with smartphones. It's the case with all of us as human beings also. We are equally unexplored. We are equally unused. I remember Swami Chirmanda saying today's generation is not useless, it is useless. And I think that's applicable to all of us. What about young generation or old generation? As a human being, as an individual, I know I am not useless. If you feel somewhere you are useless, it's not useless. I think you are using yourself less. When you use yourself less, We're not useless people. God doesn't create junks. That I am very confident about it, because somebody like me, when I look back into my life, I can't imagine what I'm doing right now. So God doesn't create junks. He creates everything in a proper system. We are not able to systematically use the maximum of what we have and convert into reality. And that's our ignorance, that's our immaturity, that's our stupidity, that's our maybe ego problem. I think I'm doing enough in my life. What it may be the blocks, but the truth is, so many of us, almost all of us are like smartphones, not using all the functions that are there inside, by which life can be actually simplified, life can become easier, and we can create amazing performances, and we can do a lot in our life. The tragedy of human being is not the ultimate death. Tragedy of a human being is what dies in us when we are still alive. And that's what. Nothing dies in us. If you're not using something in you, if you're not using something in me, it's actually stagnant. It's not used. It's actually like a dead asset or dead investment. It is not being used for anything. And that is the tragedy of a human being. Now, so many of us in this life will die with the music still on. And for most of them, music not even played in this lifetime. And there is so much of music that has been given to us, in us, by the existence from the time we were born. And we are just running with some simple systems, some simple facilities and faculties, and doing little in our life. And then we keep wondering why we don't have so much in life the way so many of them have. And this comparison makes us feel less about ourselves. We feel useless, we feel not good enough, we are not doing much enough. But then when I look at my iPhone, no, I don't want to stop using iPhone for that. I don't want to pick up a feature phone, because life will become even more useless then. So many limitations in that, so many things can't be done because of that feature phone. And I think it's a fabulous equipment. So am I. If there are so many amazing features in that smartphone of mine and yours, then there are so many smart, amazing, fabulous, beautiful, workable, usable features in all of us that has been designed into us by the manufacturer, by birth itself. And on top of it, we have acquired so much, and we're not doing justice to it. Through this 9 minutes motivation, I just want to suggest you, request you, maybe instigate you, maybe influence you, maybe empower you. Just look into yourself. There's so much unexplored. Then trying to see what more you can do, what else can you do. That is okay. Once you are done enough with yourself, if you say, no, I have used myself to last inch of my features and facilities, story is different, but I know that is not the reality. And you also know heart of the heart, that is not the reality. I just want you to just sit back maybe one of those days and ask how much in you, something about your childhood qualities, something about childhood beautiful things that you should do, some hobbies, some amazing skills you had, and you still have it, but you're not using it. Is there scope? And I know there's a lot of scope, huge scope. Just a suggestion, just advice, just a way to motivate you. Look into you. Then you'll be able to look up to you also. With that belief that we will not die with the music still not being played. Let's start this beautiful, beautiful day together. Here we go. So guys, go get set and grow. It's called